The storm brewing in Xander and Sarah's marriage is growing ever more turbulent, and this time, the source of the trouble might just come from Sarah herself. What began as a seemingly happy union, filled with hope and love, has now turned into a relationship teetering on the edge of collapse. Today, we delve deeper into the intricacies of their troubled marriage, the secrets that have come to light, and the explosive consequences that could follow. The seeds of doubt were planted when Sarah, out of her ever-growing curiosity, accidentally stumbled upon a shocking revelation. She discovered that Vivian Alamain, the cunning and manipulative mother of her husband's half-brother Philip, had forged a letter from Victor Kyriakis, one that would dramatically alter the course of Titan Industries. The letter, supposedly written by Victor in his final days, made it clear that Victor intended for Philip to take control of Titan after his death. But the circumstances surrounding the letter raised more questions than answers. How could Philip have been chosen to take the reins of the empire when he had been completely absent at the time of Victor's death? At first, Sarah may have dismissed the letter as a misunderstanding or a mere fabrication from Vivian, perhaps a way to cause trouble and further complicate the family dynamics. But as the pieces of the puzzle started falling into place, Sarah realized she was faced with a stark choice: expose the truth and risk causing irreparable damage to her marriage, or bury the secret and protect the fragile peace that had remained between Xander and Philip. Perhaps she believed that the truth would only cause further harm to the family she had come to care for. Or perhaps she convinced herself that the peace between Xander and Philip was more important than the complexities of a letter that could easily be dismissed. After all, Victor's will had always been clear about his intentions to leave his legacy to Xander, not Philip. She might have felt that Victor's vision for Titan was something worth preserving, regardless of the behind-the-scenes drama. But what Sarah didn't anticipate was that this silence, this refusal to acknowledge the truth, would create an even bigger divide. As time went on, Sarah's guilt grew, especially as she saw how her decision impacted her relationship with Xander. The love they shared seemed to be slipping through her fingers as she kept this explosive secret to herself. Sarah may have thought that she was protecting her marriage, but in reality, she was slowly eroding the trust that was once the foundation of their relationship. The truth has a way of coming out, and when Xander eventually learns what Sarah has been hiding, the fallout is sure to be nothing short of devastating. If Sarah's secret is revealed, Xander will feel utterly betrayed by the woman he thought he could trust the most. The revelation that his wife kept such an important fact from him, especially one that involves his family's empire, will undoubtedly feel like a stab in the back. Xander, who has always been a loyal and passionate man, will not take kindly to being kept in the dark. He has fought hard for his place in Victor's legacy, and the idea that Sarah knew the truth but chose to protect Philip, whom Xander has never fully trusted, will be a bitter pill to swallow. The emotional betrayal will cut deep, especially since he has always seen himself as the rightful heir to Victor's empire. If Sarah's silence was motivated by a desire to maintain the peace between him and Philip, Xander may see this as an attempt to manipulate him, to choose sides in a game he never wanted to play. The damage could be irreparable, as Xander's anger will be fueled not just by the deception, but by the idea that Sarah valued family harmony over honesty. At the heart of this turmoil is Victor's legacy, a legacy that has always been clouded by ambition, power, and deception. When Victor passed, he left behind not just a fortune, but a complicated web of relationships. Xander, despite being Victor's biological son, was always treated as the outsider in the family, overshadowed by the presence of his more polished half-brother, Philip. But when Victor made the decision to leave Xander the majority of Titan's shares, it was seen as a final acknowledgement of his true heir, a gesture that Xander had longed for his entire life. For Xander, Victor's approval meant everything, and now that approval feels more fragile than ever. The fact that Vivian's forged letter suggests that Victor wanted Philip to take control of Titan is a direct challenge to Xander's position. If it turns out that the letter was authentic, it would not just be a personal betrayal, but a professional one as well, shaking Xander's belief in everything his father stood for. And Sarah's decision to keep this information from him would only compound the emotional devastation. For Sarah, however, the burden of guilt will weigh heavily on her shoulders. She knows that she made a decision out of love, out of a desire to protect Xander from the family drama that could tear him apart. But in doing so, she may have inadvertently caused the destruction of their bond. Will their marriage be able to withstand this secret, or will it shatter under the weight of their unresolved conflicts? Our TV channel Soap News and Spoilers is the place for those who want to know how the Salem story goes, as well as great Days of Our Lives updates and news. So subscribe to our channel to get what you want. Bye-bye.